And as the National Assembly formally begins the process of removal from office of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua by impeachment, the besieged Deputy President Gachagua might have only one option if he is to salvage his political career, that is in the red, given the political storm surrounding his short stint in elective politics and the legal landmines contained in the table motion against him. DP Gachagua could choose to resign in order to avoid getting a ban from holding public office in the event the motion is carried in both the National Assembly and the Senate. So what will happen if he resigns? Check it out. When he took to the mic on Sunday, 2 days before an impeachment motion against him was tabled in Parliament, a besieged, cornered and seized fallen Deputy President Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua elected to invoke a sacred song in his Kikuyu dialect, perhaps turning to his God for solace, aware that time for his political calvary had come to a cross that has been mounted on his shoulders by Kibwezi West legislator Mwengi Mutuse.
The grounds themselves constitute about 42 pages.
The lawmaker will emerge as a giant killer once the chips are down, should things fall in place as per the script, has listed 11 weighty charges against the country's second in command that will make it difficult for the deputy president to survive the onslaught and perhaps to confirm that for the self-proclaimed truthful man, his goose is cooked. The august house went overboard by collecting a mountain of signatures against the protector of the mountain, gathering 291 with only 54 out of the present composition of 345 members, declining given that 4 positions are vacant, the House leadership hammering the last nail in his political coffin even before the motion is processed, a clear indicator that the die is already cast and Gachagua must fall by all means.
We want those 291 members of parliament to turn up here the day of voting, Mr. Speaker, without missing any one of them, Mr. Speaker.
We are not dealing with an ordinary matter. We are not dealing with an ordinary man. We are dealing with a black man with a very black heart.
With overwhelming 291 signatures to uproot him from the office by members of the National Assembly, Gachagua's only hope will have been the Senate, where his trial will take place once the National Assembly concludes its rituals. However, therein he only has a skeleton of supporters, given only 4 of them have been fiercely defending him: Paul Thangwa of Kiambu, Joe Nyutu of Morango Kamau of Kirinyaga, and Joe Methu of Nyandarua. The event Wiper Party senators heed the party call's directive. Then the outnumbered Gachagua's defense team of 4 will get addition 4 senators from Wiper Party, giving them a total of 8. To send Gachagua packing will require 2/3 majority, which is 45 senators out of the 67, a number that will seemingly be effortlessly achieved if precedent already set by the National Assembly counterparts is anything to peg on in the very Senate where his trial will be conducted. Already, UDS Tana River Senator Danson Mungatana last week filed a notice of motion seeking to have the deputy president censored over his conduct and input, of this being that the under siege Rigathi Gachagua probably has no escape route, a process whose outcome could see him seize the hold office. Some quarters believe that Gachagua could have sealed his own fate when he gave too much in terms of what is required for his removal, thus handing his political tormentors a troopers to seal all the loopholes among them. The question of public participation, which will now beastly and with military precision be conducted on Friday across all 47 counties. Furthermore, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula has directed the collection and compilation of all views during the public participation. In addition, Sources indicate that the impeachment motion is being translated into the national Kiswahili language and will be available to all avenues where public participation will be conducted to crown the political crucifixion. The cornered, outnumbered and outfoxed Gachagua will be given 2 hours to say what could be his last political prayers on Tuesday, his political judgment day, from 5 p.m. before the National Assembly delivers its verdict. With his fate as good as sealed, will the under pressure and cornered Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua brave the storm and walk into the political gallows, or will he pull a strategy by opting to resign in order to preserve his political career? For Special Report, I'm Mesh Msembi.